We fast and pray before our Father God. We cry so much, we fall for any grin. Looking out the window, the trenches to the sword. A child out of ghetto, baby I did. But I'm not a heart of my environment. Commodities and goods. You could take me out the ghetto, but I forever hood. I can change if I want to, but I don't think I would. I pray to God they side of me, and I finally understood.
God bless y'all, man. All praise to the Most High. King, you're an Israelite. What's up, my guy?
I got a question. Even before I came into the truth, the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, always put that strong spirit in me to have a hatred for the other nations. I'm talking about the Edomites, the Hamites, all these other nations. I have absolutely no use for them. Even as a young child, I was like that. So, and in the scripture, it shows how every time we've ever dealt with them, we've never came to nothing but just ruin and folly, especially with their women. And it vexes me. I've been in the truth since like 2017. And it vexes me when I, hear brothers saying, our women ain't shit. The nigga woman, the black woman, don't deal with her. We all going through the curses. Yeah. They just as beat down as we are. Exactly. So to just say, you can't find no scripture in the Bible where it says, cast your women away and go into these heathen ass nations. So the question I'm saying is, why would anybody teach to throw your women away and to go into your enemies? And it leads into this other question. Like, I know Yahweh put, certain elders over us and brothers over us. But the Bible also said, you're not supposed to rebuke it's about, the question is really, you rebuke the elders? I know you're not like the situation with Paul rebuking the Pharisees. Right. And, he got slapped, hey, you're speaking against the rulers, against the gods. Yeah. So if you feel an elder is going off, can you rebuke an elder?
You can correct the elder. Yeah, teach it. That's what Paul was talking about. You can correct them. You can't be like OD trying like be on some I don't want to say it, but on some nigga type time.
50 Cent type.
Yeah, like some 50 Cent. I'm about to smack you but being respectful. Yeah, you could definitely correct an elder. You see an elder right now. I don't care who he is in Israel. He could be the most prominent elder in Israel. If he's over there eating a pork chop sandwich and he pulled out precept saying you can't rebuke me, that's off. That's off as hell. That's not biblical. To where you can't correct or show correction to an elder. But being that you do have to give reverence and things of that nature, you approach it a certain type of way. You have to use wisdom. You understand? Not going on some crazy spree type deal and on some rah-rah crazy, but you definitely can correct an elder. You understand? But let me see, I said 11 and what? 21. Yeah.
This the book is 1 Maccabees, chapter 11 and verse 21. Go ahead. Then certain ungodly persons who hated their own people.
He said what?
Who hated their own people.
So it's only going to be certain ungodly people that hate their own people to tell you to go and forget your women and go to a heathen. That's a very ungodly, hateful person towards their own people to do that. And I'm saying this to you and for brothers and sisters watching. Anybody out there that's teaching that is off his head. Off his head. When we at Peachtree, we want to talk about it. That's off. You cannot do that whatsoever. Be like, our women, this, that, and the third. I don't give a damn. I don't care how our women portray, because our men don't be that good neither. You feel what I'm saying? So we ain't even going to move with no double standard on that. Men be bugging out too. You got so-called Israelite men that be, hitting on their shorty and all that. You know what I'm saying? And ain't all, you know what I'm saying? They not the top notch. Just like you might have, and this is in and out the truth. I'm talking about in and out the truth. Forget just being those that know the words of the Most High. We're talking about in and out the truth. Our women do have their issues, our men have their issues. But we not going to teach our people, because they're a hypocrite if they do that, because they're not going to teach their women, if your man ain't ish, drop your man and go to a heathen man. Right. Why they not going to teach that? You understand? You gotta question some of them and have that type of thought. Like, what is your intentions behind it?
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here and bear false witness and tell you what their intentions is. I'm gonna just tell you that is an ungodly person that hates their own people. If they're telling you to drop your women and come on, King, all praises. To leave your women of your nation and go with the heathen. That's out of pocket. Let me show you something else.
Yeah, because the scripture says you're supposed to trust in the goodness of your own stock.
Of your own
that
stock.
means going into your women.
Your people.
It never said any other nation had no good soil to plant on seed in.
Yeah. I'm sorry, say that again. I ain't gonna lie, you lost. Oh, Beelzebub. Come. I said Matthew 15 and verse 8.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 8.
Right.
This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Because their hearts, anybody that's doing that, teaching that, their hearts is far from the Most High God. Because they're not going according to the precepts to show that. They're not. They're not going according to thus saith the Lord to show you that one of our forefathers said, if this person go to heathen. Never. Solomon didn't do that.
Yeah, see, that's why they try to back that up with. Well, Solomon had Edomite women and Egyptians, and they try to go to King David and say, well, his grandmother was a Moabite, but that was a whole different situation.
My thing is this. It's not like our people didn't have children by heathen. Literally, it's not like that didn't happen. You understand where our forefathers had children. Moses' children was from, I believe, Ethiopia.
Yes.
An Ethiopian woman. That's where his children came from. So it wasn't just all that, like, it wasn't just, what's it called? Just, oh, at the time we couldn't, this, that, and the third. But chiefly, our people would go to those of their tribe, of their nation. Chiefly. We didn't, like, for example, there's reasons set in place to why the Lord said not to go on to specific nations when he was talking to Deuteronomy. And he even said, because, look, they're going to cause your hearts to go astray. That's what happened a lot of the times, even when, in the time of Ezra. Same thing. He's like, look, depart from them because they're holding you back from building this nation, for building this kingdom at the time. Throw them away right now. Like, they're hindering the building. That's what the time we're on right now. We're building our nation. We don't need these heathens, yo. Don't kick them to the curb. You understand? And I'm not saying that just like, but I'm literally saying we don't have any need for our people to go into them. We don't.
Right.
We don't. We can build our nation within us because that's what it's meant to do first and foremost. Like you say, you're not gonna sow your seed in a strange field. That's scripture. Right? Where's the other piece of that? Oh, Khan, you could finish up on that in Matthew 15.
Verse 9. But in vain they do worship me,
Right.
teaching for doctrines and commandments of men.
Doing what?
Teaching for doctrines and commandments of men.
So that is literally talking about what they're doing is teaching doctrines and commandments of men. Because that's not commandments of the Most High God. The Most High God never said to do that, ever. If somebody has a precept that says, leave your women, go to these heathens, no. You probably read it in like Jasher or like the Book of Mormon or something. Or what is it, the Apocalypse of Adam and Eve or something. You reading one of them. That's probably in there. I'll give you that. It's probably in there. But it's not in the words that's, prescribed by the Most High God. That's our medicine. And I haven't seen no brother liking taking a dose of whatever that is.
Right.
That's fentanyl.
Right.
That'll kill you. That'll kill you, man. But I wanted to get one more precept to show that the spirit that holds. For real, that holds the spirit. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Like you said, we are under the curses, but that holds that spirit. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward his wife,
And towards what?
and toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards the wife of your bosom. You don't have an evil eye towards your wife to the point where it's like, oh, I ain't gonna deal with you. I'm gonna go deal with Moab over there. I know she gonna listen She gonna do my toes while I, you know what I'm saying, while she's serving me. That's off. So I go to Moab because she gonna give you a manicure.
And that's why I was thinking, like, it's gotta just be flesh. Because it's like nothing, well, at least to me, it's nothing attractive about these other nations' women at all. Like, this shit here more attractive than a Moabite, or especially an Edomite woman.
No, facts. Exactly. Like, listen, bro, I'm gonna keep it a being. I was like that even in the world. Like, I was like that in the world. Like, it don't look good at all. Like it don't. You said ugly bone structure. Yo, they just. I don't know what it is. Even in the world, I don't know what it is. I couldn't mess with none of them because like just ill. Like you look mad nasty. Like why do I?
Even in Wicked Jake mode, I couldn't deal with.
Yeah, Wicked Jake. That's what I'm talking about. Like Wicked Jake mode when I was out in the streets and all that. I'm not dealing with you. Yeah, smell just everything.
Like so.
Yeah, like, hey, and when you think about it, the Lord said we the salt of the earth. A salt is preservative. They ain't got no salt. That's why they stink over time. Because they get rotten. They start getting all nasty because they ain't got no preservative to them. That's why we deal with our women. Our women, they be 54 looking like they 23 still. That's right. That's what we need. We don't need a 20-year-old Edomite that's looking like 72. Like I don't want, that's spoiled milk, literally. She about to get old in a month. You got a month of all this that you think you like, just want to get kernel and this. That's my viewpoint.
I almost downtrodden.
And I speak as a man. That's facts though, man.
We fast and pray before our Father God. We cry so much, we fall for any grin. Looking out the window, the trenches to the sword. A child out of ghetto, baby I did. Bro, I'm not a part of my environment. Commodities and goods, you can take me out the ghetto.